year is 1776, and Alexander Hamilton is fighting to free the colonies from under British rule. We have 5 key players in this story: Alexander Hamilton, his lovely wife Eliza Hamilton, General George Washington, King George, and finally the Constitution. Eliza loves Hamilton very much and encourages him to keep fighting in what he believes in. Hamilton, using this encouragement, decides to be Washington's right-hand man and leads the general into battle. Well, with Washington in command, King George doesn't stand a chance. His hopes of stopping the revolution are squashed, and from the ashes rises a new constitution. In this developmental pathway, Eliza gene promotes the production of the Hamilton gene, which in turn promotes the Washington gene. This gene product is capable of inhibiting the product of the King George gene. The King George gene is capable of quelling the rebellion and therefore inhibiting the creation of the Constitution. Above is a pathway that was discussed. Let's talk about single and double mutants. If King George was removed from the pathway, he wouldn't be available to block the creation of the Constitution, and the colonies would be free. If Eliza is removed from this pathway, she wouldn't be able to produce the Hamilton gene product, and Hamilton wouldn't be able to promote the George Washington product. Therefore, would there be nothing available to stop King George, and the Constitution would not be written. Now, looking at the double mutants, if both Eliza and King George were not, Eliza would not be available to promote Hamilton, who wouldn't be available to promote George Washington. Though King George is gone, the Constitution wouldn't be written because neither Hamilton nor George Washington were available. Finally, if George Washington and King George were removed, King George would not be available to block the Constitution, and the Constitution would be written.